Hey, happy Thursday. I had a tough court hearing this morning, really the culmination of a lengthy battle between prosecutor and myself over a particular issue in my client's case that ultimately ended really well. And what struck me at the end of our hearing, when the judge essentially told my client that he believed in her because of what he saw me expressing and believing in my client about, that over the course of probably 5 to 6 hearings, he became more convinced as the judge of what I was telling him to be true about my client. And it helped me realize how important emotional connection is. I think sometimes in business, whether it's in the legal practice, whether it's in corporate business endeavors, we forget how important emotional connections, how important the emotions are in our human interactions. We sometimes think that all of the business world is what comes out of our brains, what we can think up, what's intelligent, or what's based on strategy and planning, when so much of it really comes down to emotions, because we're all human beings. Whether we're in the court system or whether we're in the workplace, we're all human beings that have emotions. And what moves us most times is not some compelling argument or some rational approach. What moves us is an emotion that is connected to a particular plan or an argument. And oftentimes we forget that. In the midst of whatever it is we're trying to do in business, we forget how important emotions are in moving people. And in my line of work as an attorney, I am constantly trying to persuade different people of my position. And I have learned over the years that one key instrument or one key factor in persuading people of your cause, whatever that might be, is to truly believe what you are saying to be true. If you're casually saying it, nobody's going to buy that. If I just present some humdrum argument, which I see plenty of lawyers do, the judge will not buy that for one moment. And they often don't. And I see that happen. But when I, as an attorney, can just take the time to understand my client, understand my case, and to truly believe and to find something worth believing in, which is my client, the person that I'm representing, everything changes. Because my demeanor changes when I go and speak to the judge, or when I go and speak to a prosecutor, or when I go and speak to a jury. And as like what happened this morning, the judge, over the course of time, heard me enough times and saw me believe in my client enough times that he finally understood, and he too believed. He became a believer in my cause because I used emotion. Because I was emotional, because I cared enough about my client to really understand her situation, to go make a difference for her. So I just want to put that out there for all of you to understand, or if you understand it, to consider it again, to make it a part of whatever your life is, whether it's personal life, whether it's business, whether it's the law. That tapping into the emotions of a person is where we are most moved. It's how we move people the most. And I think it is a powerful way to have an impact out there in the world. So go make an impact.